Okay. Good evening. Welcome, beautiful people.
Hello.
We titled this Coffee because I knew I was going to have coffee tonight.
Oh, I didn't know it was titled Coffee. I would have had coffee.
No, I wasn't. There wasn't enough for both of us.
Took it.
Cold moving in, so fireplace is an appropriate spot.
Yeah.
However, it is not that cold.
Right now?
Yeah, it's going to be cold tonight or colder tonight.
Not tonight.
Oh, I thought it was.
No, it's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Anyway, cold's moving in.
I think.
I tried to light a fire and then I'm sweating. So here we are.
It's
Yeah.
a little warm.
It is. We already interrupted. Not even been a minute, Lincoln. Anyway, we've been working a lot around the farm. We do have some bad weather coming in the next day or two.
Just rain.
But then a cold front after that.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's kind of thrown a wrench in our plans, I would say, or at least my plans.
What were your plans?
I don't really know.
Threw a wrench in my plans that I didn't have.
I really want to get that working on the road project started.
Oh, yeah.
But
It's way too wet to do that right now.
It's too wet and it'll be too cold.
Well, the Farmer's Almanac says it's going to be hot and dry this summer. So it might be a good time to do it.
We'll see.
It also says it's supposed to be cold and snowy. And it is 55 degrees out and raining.
But what's been going on since, I guess, the last live stream? It's only been a week. I know we're going to start doing this every couple weeks. We did it on New Year's Eve.
So, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's crazy. It's already the 9th day of January.
Not weird.
It is weird.
Yeah.
I
feel like it was just Thanksgiving. I don't even know what happened.
We haven't really done anything on the homestead, really, have we?
No, just moving chickens.
Yeah, we moved the chickens in with the cows. That's been funny.
That's been funny.
It was quite the rodeo for the first 12 hours.
Yeah. Hazel was mad. She was mooing and just being so loud and crazy. She was not okay with her child being in there with these crazy chickens. She was not okay with it. They're a little bit better now. Yeah. Nobody got hurt. Nobody's got hurt.
Yeah. We decided, so we moved the chickens the last time in the garden, like the last garden spot that they would have. And then they kept getting out every day.
Every day. And they kept, all of them.
And they kept going over to the cows anyway.
Yeah. And they were getting into my onions.
Yeah. And we decided that they're going to run with the cows pretty close next year, regardless.
Yeah.
So if nothing else, it was kind of like, they're already going over. Let's just go ahead and move them. And then Buddy, the calf, decided he wanted to be a free bird. And he broke out one day. The fence, he just happened to get it when the fence was off for a few minutes.
I was milking.
Yeah.
And he just walked over the fence.
Yeah. And then that turned into a rodeo between
a chicken
I
out.
wish we would have had the camera.
Sydney's yelling, Mom, there's a chicken out. I'm like, Buddy's out. She's like, Mom, Buddy's out. I was like, I know, go get your dad. And Paul's working upstairs. And I was like, go get your dad. And so I got a calf out. I got a cow mooing because now she's not getting milked or getting grain. I got a chicken running around. Then as Sydney comes out, she lets Arizona out, our lab, and she starts freaking out and chasing these chickens. I was like, what is this? The freaking funny farm? Oh my gosh.
It was hilarious. I just hear screaming from the office.
We weren't screaming.
And I look out and I see Buddy just running loose. Sydney's yelling. Olivia's yelling. Arizona's just running like a banshee around the farm.
Chickens are going.
Yeah, Arizona's trying to get the chickens. Yeah, it was hilarious. I wish we had security cameras because that would have been epic.
That would have been funny. It would have been funny.
At least at that moment.
At the end.
Yeah. So that was a fun day. Otherwise, we keep talking about we want to work on the garden, but we haven't done it.
Really, all I need to do. Just a second. Really, all I need to do in the garden is I've been Hazel just absolutely loves and adores to poop in her stanchion. So I just have been mucking it out before I milk her, and there's a nice little pile going. And we've been moving spent hay on top of the beds that we've already established in the garden as just hay cover in our deep litter bed. But I really just want to move the muck pile over and then some of the old hay, move it out. So it doesn't have to be done right now. But things to be done when it's warm, not warm and raining, but warm.
Yeah, that could be a spring project.
Yeah.
I just felt like I was trying to get it done the other day.
Yeah,
and then
I
just
had been.
everything else happens with life
Yeah,
and kids.
exactly. It happens.
We yeah. The other reason part of moving the chickens over too is they were already going through the cow's poop, so it kind of was a win-win.
Just let them do it.
And we've talked about wanting to put like our viney stuff over there anyway, which I know we talked about that a little bit in the live. And I think I may have mentioned in the video, but I really like the idea of the chickens already over there kind of working. Too.
I swear we're gonna have the biggest pumpkins and butternut squash.
I hope so.
But and cucumbers probably. Put them over there.
A bajillion cucumbers again.
Let's not. But
so that's been going on. The other big thing that I guess since the new year, we every single night. So I think I mentioned in a video, I've been rewarded with working from home, and I've been working at the cabin every single night. And I've been putting an hour to 2 hours in every single night on this cabin. And I was editing the video for next week, the first one that has multiple days in it. And it's wild to me that I really started this like the 1st of January. I'd say like doing this style.
Mm-hmm.
And in just 8 days, how different that cabin is.
Yeah.
Versus it was 8 days ago. And I'm like, I couldn't have put 8 hours in and got that much work done. Like, how is this like 1 to 2 hour sprint that I'm doing every single night getting so much farther along with progress?
Probably because you're not as burnt out.
Well, I'm still burned out. Don't get me wrong.
Well, I mean, I just mean like you're not working all the live long day. You're just working.
Right. That's true.
For a few hours as you can, and you get done what you get done, and that's that.
Last night I sliced my finger open pretty good with the ceiling fan box, putting it up, and I was so frustrated because it was the last thing I needed to get done. And I was like, I'm not stopping. Like,
so there's blood all over the cabinet.
Oh, there for sure is. I don't doubt that at all. We should probably get that cleaned up. It might look like a crime scene. But yeah, I couldn't find electrical tape because I remember you cut your finger.
I did.
And I was cussing your name. I was like, what did you do with my electrical tape? And then I just gave up. And I was like, I'm just going to keep going and just keep bleeding all over the house because I'm almost done. And then I went to go get something else out of my tool pouch and found the electrical tape. So it all worked out. But I don't know if all of that's going to make it in the video because I wasn't too happy. There were definitely some words flying as I'm bleeding everywhere. But yeah. Hey, look, the fire's going.
Oh, yeah.
Finally.
It was going the whole time. It just spread.
We also need to clean the glass too, so that doesn't help it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been pretty wild to watch the progress on this cabin and just where it was like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see where it goes. And just in real time right now, not to where the videos are, all framing's complete. And that includes subfloor and collar ties that were the last 2 big hurdles. Electrical, all the outlets are done in the entire cabin. I say done, like they're roughed in. Like I've run the wire, everything's run to the panel, like that's where we're at. As far as the roughing goes. And then all of my all my switches are done. They all have power to them. And then the only room I have left to hook the lights up in is the living and kitchen area. And that one's going to take me a little bit of time, I think. I don't think I can bust that out in an hour or two. That's a lot of ladder moving.
Well, it's kind of nice that the cabin was like just framed up. So you can rough things in really easily versus here where we had to like demo first then put it back together.
And then the shower's on its way, and then the water pipe's on its way. So hopefully those will get in soon too, and hopefully we can start getting all of that stuff in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna happen quick. I hope we do get it done before spring because I feel like we got too many projects around.
But I don't know if I don't think we have that much going on that we've done so ourselves. Like we set it up that way, right? Like we ordered our chicks today, got those done. So those hatch dates are for the end of March and August. We're doing 2 batches of 75. And friends of ours in Indiana, they gave themselves a break in the middle of the summer, which I thought was a really good idea. So we've just got a batch in the spring and a batch in the fall. So we got those ordered today. And then other than pigs, trying to get her bred, I think, is probably going to be our biggest.
We haven't caught her in heat again yet.
Yeah, our biggest thing. I assume she wasn't in heat tonight. I didn't ask you.
No, not really.
Yeah.
She was outsmarting the boys, though. I was pretty proud.
They're getting so big. I fed yesterday. Usually it's his job to feed the pigs. But I fed yesterday, and that one with the spot, man, he's a hoss.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably above 250.
No, he's probably closer to 3.
No.
Yeah.
275, maybe.
No, I'm telling you.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I judged pigs.
Try and go pick him up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's how I gauge my pigs.
Can you pick him up?
Yeah, how strong are you, boy? Yeah, so they're doing well. It's funny with all this rain that we've already gotten in today. I went down and fed the pigs earlier, and it's very muddy, and they're getting ready to move here. Today's Friday. They'll move on Sunday. Sundays I move pigs, as you guys know. But it's very muddy, and so you have to throw the bucket of slop in, and then you can jump the fence and go dump the feed in the feeder without them manhandling you to get there. And the girl was outsmarting them. It's like she ran to one, then ran back. But then, like, because it's muddy where they're at and where they're getting fed at, it was like a slip and slide. And, like, watching those pigs just slide was hilarious. The big one we're talking about slid into the gate, the wooden gate that I use to, like, make my hard fence, essentially. So that was pretty funny. Yeah, another thing with the pigs, this is just an idea I was having today. So this morning I went down, turned on the water, and we have a couple different paths to get down to our water spot. And for some reason, on my way back after I turned the water on, I was kind of thinking, I was like, Olivia has her favorite path. It's like uber beautiful. Like, there's an old logging road from, a couple 100 years ago or 100 years ago, whatever it was. And she likes to take that way, but it's like really steep to get back up to the house. And I decided, I was like, I'm going to take Olivia's way today. I kind of want to feel like I'm in the middle of the woods. So I took Olivia's way. And as I was walking, I was like, man, there is just like some beautiful pasture here. It is just not super steep. It's just like good hills, good cattle pasture, basically. Not good for chicken tractors by any means. But I kept thinking, I was like, I really want to turn the pigs in here this next year. But I was like, those nets are killing me. And I know I've said that several times in videos.
They are hard in the woods.
And I kept thinking, I was like, if I could just have like Olivia stand on top of the hill and I stand on the bottom of the hill, and we just kind of look at each other and then like mark every like 20, 30 feet and kind of like divvy it up. We could almost do like a Joel Salatin or a Jordan Green version of like rotating pigs through the woods. And I don't even think I would do like permanent fences. Like I know Joel set up, or semi-permanent even. I think I would just set up, okay, this year there's 20 paddocks here. We'll set up the corner posts. And even in my mind, I was like, we could run a couple hot wires and try and see if they would stick to that. Or it's like, but if I could like basically take two marks, a point A to B, and really clear it, go in with the chainsaw and that fancy weed eater that has killed me 15 times. I could really clear those spots out and make it easier to get stuff through in and out of there. Mm-hmm. But it kind of hit me. I was like, there's just so much beautiful potential back there that is just way overgrown.
Yeah.
So.
And it looks like, when you're looking at it from like the pasture side, it looks like it drops off like a cliff, but it doesn't. When you get on the back side of it, where that creek is that I like to walk, it's steep. Don't get me wrong. Like it's a hill though. It's not like a cliff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we could, there is so much extra space here that can be utilized.
It's going to be a slow progress.
For
but
sure.
Part of me is like, I don't know if I said this in a video or not, but like this year was just trying to figure out what the land's calling for. This next year, and especially like I'm thinking of like our wood, because I've been cutting wood like religiously. That pile's almost gone, and then I still have to split it. But then part of me wants to like next year when the pigs leave an area, so then they have 2 weeks till their next move again. That like 2 week period, I want to go through and like really clean it, like really take out the briars and like take out the scraggly, crooked trees, the dead trees. There are so many dead trees.
We have a lot of down trees.
I would love in that moment to basically pull it out, take the branches off, cut what's going to be used for firewood, basically, and just make stacks of it or rounds at that point, and then trying to build it that way
Mm-hmm.
that's something I've kind of been saying in my mind. I don't know if I've said it out loud as a goal for 2026 is like, I really want to start working with the animals to start using the pigs to make cow pasture for next year.
Yeah.
So my itch is really bad.
Or at least just, I mean, the way that the woods are spread out, it's kind of nice because it like is around the property and then inside is the pasture. And so the pigs can always be around and the cows can always be the cows and the chickens can always be in the middle. And then who knows if we add another animal group or.
You can say you want to add sheep, but we all know.
I'm not decided.
Made everyone hats for Christmas this year. It's socks for everybody next year. So that's a lot.
I don't know. I gotta get a better pattern.
You should have measured everybody's feet when we saw them.
I should have.
Just hold on. This is weird. I'm going to measure.
Foot.
Yeah, I need to know.
Yeah. But, so we'll see.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of growth.
It got me crazy excited, though, when I was walking through there. And I was like, you know what? I really, I know I've been, even with my hypothetical thought of running just 2-strand wires, we don't have perimeter fence, so there's always that worry that the pigs would get out. But even then, we have extra nets, so it's not like I couldn't create a path and it's okay, instead of true 2 nets it takes, this one took 3, this one took 1.5, which I know then that's creating different paddock sizes, but I feel like between that logging road and the edge of our pasture we could really make some nice areas to clean out. Thanks, Lincoln. So that's something that came across my plate today that I was super excited about. And I immediately thought about the idea of not even using those nets. And that excited me tenfold. But I also know without the perimeter fence, it does make me very nervous putting pigs out with just a couple strand of hot wire, even though I would get them trained to it, because we have had pigs get out in the past and I chased them 2 country miles and I don't think that's ever going to leave. So there is a little bit of trauma there as to why I don't necessarily want to just go with 2-strand hot wire either. And I do want to potentially keep using nets in that system.
Yeah. So let's not have the pigs get out.
Yeah. You don't want to do that again?
Definitely not here. That would be even worse than it was in Indiana. Because at least in Indiana, you could fly the drone, which we still didn't find them with the drone, but no, let's not do that.
I could fly the drone here too, but
yeah, but you won't be able to see them if they're just in the woods.
Pigs are smart animals.
Oh, they are.
It's a little warm behind me.
It is. My ears getting my face is getting hot.
I love the view of this spot.
It's a cozy looking view. But it's warm.
This has become one of my favorite spots. I got a guitar for Christmas, and it's been awesome to sit in front of the fire and play the guitar at night.
It's been fabulous to listen to.
Thanks.
Yeah, these are the chairs that we had on the porch. And I've always said that I want my granny nook to be right here, and I can sit in front of the fire and crochet. And then just one day, Paul brought this in. I was like, I've been wanting to do that. I didn't even think to bring the ones that were on the porch in here.
Yeah, I was like, I just wanted to sit by the fire or something.
Yeah.
I was frozen. And I was like, I don't really have a good chair to drag over here. And I was like, oh, they're just right outside. Let me just go get. I
thought maybe it'd make this room too small, because it is a very small room. It's like a 10 by 10 room. But it's not terrible. We can still walk to the bathroom and walk out the door, and it's fine.
And I think in the summertime too, we could get the chairs out of here too.
Oh, for sure, right? And just put them right back on the porch.
Makes it make it feel more open in here when we're gonna be outside anyway.
Yep, so. Exactly. No, it's a nice spot. It's a good spot.
I love this spot. I love this house. I still can't believe we got it done.
It's pretty awesome.
I think about that all the time.
Yeah.
Watching this cabin transform in 8 days, it's been pretty wild. I was legit thinking about shopping for insulation yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is
getting close.
This is wild.
It's getting very close.
We're at this point already.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I still got to get the funny thing is, and we're learning. So every stove I've put in now is different.
Wood stove,
yeah. So in Indiana, we went through the wall, which I don't ever want to do that again. This one, we went through the ceiling, but then it's technically, I know I said this in that video, but it's like a cathedral, but then it's a low pitch. So I have two things that like contradict each other. And, you know, it's also like a mobile home because of the way our foundation is. So there's like lots of weird nuances. Well, then I was like, this cabin, I'm going to get it. Like nothing's going to be weird about it. The roof where we're putting that main pitch of that roof of that gable is steep. Steeper than what the flashing for the roof would, that is in the system, like what comes in the kit allows. So now we have to order a special piece of metal, which it's crazy how expensive this stuff is. I'm like, I should be figuring out how to sell this somehow. I don't know how to make it. I'll figure it out, but like it is crazy. And it's just funny. It's like, I thought this is it. This is going to be the one. I can just buy everything the first time.
Know what I'm doing.
We know what we're doing. Don't have to piece it together. We'll be good. It's going to be beautiful. And it's just like, I was like, man, that roof just looks a little bit steeper than I think. And I went and put a pitch gauge on it. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So yeah, that's on the way. It's just going to take a little bit for that to get here. But that's another big piece. Because I also, because like how I did ours and here, you know, I cut the hole in the roof without your permission on a rainy day, actually, on an actual rainy day.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that again.
Great. Glad to hear that.
Yeah. Because it is so steep, I'm going to have to rope and harness myself to cut the hole.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't want to cut it and then be like, I even thought, I was like, I wonder if I got that low pitch flashing, like how goofy it would look. And then all I could think about is instead of the chimney standing straight, because that lower pitch, the chimney would just be cockeyed off the roof. And I was like, well, that's not going to be a good look either. So I'll be excited once that gets here and get that in. And then I'll feel like we can probably start looking to order insulation, which isn't really ordering. It's just going and picking it up at that point. Because, it is crazy, though, that I can't wait for you guys to see that progress. And with those videos, I say it in the videos, but I want to let everyone know now, I'm not doing one day a video. Like I know I've been trying to like bring you guys with us. Like, hey, we're doing this with this portion of the build because of what this is all what's really going on our farm. I'm doing like 3 days worth of work in one video. So, and it's not even like when I did the house where it was like, I'm going to do this and get this whole project done. It's like, hey, we're doing some framing. Hey, we're doing some framing. Oh, we're done. Now let's start jumping into electrical. So just kind of bear in mind that that's what the next few videos are probably going to be, is just primarily this cabin build, because it's all that's really going on and it has 100% of my focus right now. And I know we'll figure it out as spring comes and we're building chicken tractors and chicks get here and we're trying to breed. But like, I'm just trying to get the great white whale off of my plate right now. And I will. It's just going to take some time. And I just still can't get over the fact that this like 1 to 2 hour sprint thing is getting progress so much farther, I feel like, than if I would have spent like all day today or all day tomorrow spending 8 to 10 hours down there. Like, I don't think I would have gotten nearly as much done as I've gotten in the last 8 days. I think I would have been burnt out after 4 hours and collapsed. But, you know, and also having to detach and reset the doors, that was fun. But I think that's in a video already. So, yeah. All good?
Yeah. Just, you know, mom duty.
Mom duty. Ah.
Duty.
Pun intended. Duty.
I was reading some of the... Okay, I have my glasses on because I'm 30. And here we go.
Olivia's warranty expired. And her dad won't take her back. Even though I tried. I kept my receipt and everything. And no go. But,
I just was trying to read some of the comments. So if you see me like doing this, it's because these are trifocals. And this is where I can read in front of me. And this is where I can see in far away. And I need a new prescription anyway, so I have to. So
I tell this joke all the time. Olivia is legally blind. And that's how when my kids or someone asks, how did I get someone so beautiful? I'm like, well, she can't. She's blind, so.
Rude. I'm
not that good looking, so here we are.
Colleen asked how our weather was. I was going to address that.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's warm. It's like 55 and it was overcast today and rainy. I straight up woke up, looked outside the windows and could feel it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure the rain's coming before they say it is. And it did. So just kind of gross. But the last 2 days have been really nice. Like playing outside all day long. Nice.
Yes.
So weather's been good, but it's going to drop off here. I think Sunday is going to be very windy and the temperatures, the high is like 50 degrees at midnight. Like Saturday night, and then it just drops from there. With the
At
wind.
least we took advantage of the weather and loaded all the wood.
Yeah, we did.
Before it got cold. So
yep, loaded and covered, so it's not. It's close and dry.
We will never be out of wood again.
Mm-mm.
After that advice of just keep cutting in the wintertime.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been something else. I have a tons of split. Like I have a stack right now of rounds that's 4 foot tall and probably like 12 foot long.
Probably. And it's like a radius.
Yeah, it's a huge stack of rounds. And I still got like half or a third of the stack of those logs left to cut too. So I've been doing that about an hour to 2 every day, just depending on what else is going on. It's been pretty nice to get all that cut up. I still got a long way to go. I did take your guys' advice, whoever commented about the ripping chain on a chainsaw.
Oh, yeah.
That has been an absolute game changer and been cutting it like butter. It's been pulling the chainsaw so hard, it has scared me a few times where it's like I've been so used to that old chain not cutting well enough, and now it's cutting so well, it's just like pulling the wood apart. It's been pretty incredible.
Yeah. It's been very helpful.
Yeah.
You came up, I was like, are you done already? He was like, yeah, it's amazing. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to go down and cut up a couple trees and I'll be up. Like, I was like, it might take me a couple hours. And then I came up like 10 minutes later.
Maybe 30, but still, it wasn't very long.
It definitely felt like 10. But, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing that we've talked about, and Paul's mentioned it to me a few times, but I'm slow to get on to his advice sometimes.
I don't even know where this is going.
The newsletter.
Oh,
thing.
yeah. If you weren't about to bring that up, I was going to.
Yeah. So, you okay? Yeah. You just fall over?
The rug grab you again?
Plum fell over.
I fell off the pillow.
Oh, goodness. Paul has said, and I've seen a little bit of the big positive responses when I'm in videos, and we talked about on the last live that it's still just not something that I'm completely interested in like taking over. I don't know if you'll much see me just grab the camera and go do something.
Next time the cows get out, I feel like you should grab the camera.
I am not going to pause.
I'm just joking. Don't do that.
With these cows running around to go grab a camera. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I don't keep my phone on me anymore. I'm pretty pulled back from technology.
Libby's in her grandma phase.
I'm definitely in my grandma phase, and I'm happily there. But something that I have always enjoyed is writing. And we used to have a newsletter when we had the farm in Indiana.
Go get the article you're in.
And I did write an article
self-promote.
For Weston A. Price's quarterly magazine. So I am slightly published.
Slightly.
A little bit. And I journal often. And I physically write. I type it up. But it is something that Paul has brought up that you guys might enjoy seeing a newsletter from us. But I don't want to necessarily go into one of the subscription companies where either I have to pay or you have to pay. And so I thought just going completely old school and just doing a blind copy email. So it could be an option. There might possibly be an option for a physical copy, maybe one day. I don't know.
I like that idea.
I have a cute little idea about wanting to basically have my own newspaper where all we do is just share fun stories.
Kind of run the marketplace section, like Craigslist.
Why?
I don't know.
What are you going to put in it?
Just stuff I find. Rocks, tree limbs.
Found this cool rock. Do you want to buy it?
Yeah. See, you're seeing my vision now.
So, but for now, I was just thinking, like, I don't know. If you guys might be interested in hearing what I have to say. it could be an option. I cannot guarantee a consistency level, and I can't guarantee what it would be about. One day it might be about just my random thoughts while milking. One day might be a story about what happened on the farm, or maybe it's about, motherhood and homemaking and a recipe and things like that. So, because I do keep my own little recipe book too that I keep on hand.
The only problem is you don't use like tablespoon of this. You're like,
I try
3 fingers worth of salt. What does that even mean?
I've never said that.
I'm just saying.
You're being dramatic.
You make up your own expressions.
I do. Because with seasoning, it's all on the person. So if you like parsley, add a bunch of parsley. If you don't, then don't. Anywho, my friends have a hard time getting recipes from me because I'm just like, I don't know. This is just what I did. Yeah. Like my pork and beans yesterday.
Those are good.
I straight up made this pork and beans. I kept trying to find a recipe for pork and beans, and I had an idea, like a picture in my head of what I wanted, but I couldn't find a recipe anywhere. And I either kept getting baked beans or stew. And I was like, neither of those is really what I want. So I just like soaked beans all day, put it in with some broth and some pork loin that I had chopped up that was leftovers, and some carrots and celery and herbs.
That's good.
It was really good. With homemade bread, it was really good. Anywho, so what I'm going to do is, if this is something that is interesting to you, if you want some kind of email newsletter type thing, that's going to be super old school, send an email to Breaking New Roots with the subject live stream. And if I feel like there's enough people that have emailed that it's worth sending out, or if I just get a funny bone one day and decide to write an email to everybody, then I will. So then I'm the only person that has your email. No random company does, which I know is 2026. Everybody everywhere has our freaking emails anymore. But it's just something that I enjoy writing. I've written a bunch in the past. And if you guys want more of me, that might be a way to offer it. So
where do I sign up? No.
breakingnewroots@gmail.com, subject live stream.
I hear your milking thoughts every day, and they are wild. So
I don't do didn't I say this in a video, like the last video that I like pulled myself into? I was like, I don't do yoga, I just milk. Or like, I don't meditate, I milk, or something. Like that should be a t-shirt. Although it'd probably be taken inappropriately, but especially if a woman's wearing it, it could be about nursing. I don't know. Anyway, thought passed. So if you want that, do that. But
and then on Sundays we move pigs. So there's another t-shirt.
On Sundays we move pigs. I like that a lot. That's a good t-shirt. Someone said something, so I'm just gonna get close so I can read it. Okay.
Come on, Meemaw.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah. Okay.
Colleen asked earlier about chainsaw sharpening device. Yes, I have that still 2-in-1 chainsaw thing. However, I didn't realize that old chainsaw chain versus new chainsaw chains that I have now are different sizes. So I was using the wrong size file. And then also those files are about done. So I do have chainsaw sharpening devices, and I've learned quickly on how to use them. Because it is very much a skill that you have to learn. And I feel like I finally have it. It took a while, but add it to my list of things I can do.
My list is like a scroll.
Oh,
like a Roman scroll.
I really wasn't sure where you were going with that. I thought you were about to say it was a piece of construction paper or like a sticky note or...
Can you guys hear the voice inside Paul's head that he thinks is me, but isn't actually me? That should be a newsletter. What Paul hears versus what Olivia said.
That would be interesting.
It would be interesting.
I don't know where we sign up for that.
I think we should do it. That would be a funny segment.
Yeah. Getting chicks ordered today was very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to do Cornish Cross this next year, and probably the year after that, and probably the year after that, because we unfortunately had to kill the rooster.
That was not unfortunate at all. That dude was mean.
That has set our plans back on creating our own genetic line. We are in the market for a dark Cornish rooster that would be friendly. I don't have a good way to find that though.
We need to like find like some of the chicken coops we found in Indiana, but I don't really feel like they're here like they were in Indiana.
No.
So.
But we are going to do Cornish cross fruit, like Olivia said. We're going to do a spring batch and a fall batch. Friends of ours in Indiana did that. Lots of people around here do that. So
which makes sense from the heat.
Yeah, especially here in the heat. So, and we're going to be processing them all ourselves too. So we also have to make that investment into some infrastructure too.
Yeah.
So we'll get it figured out. I hope we'll get it figured out.
We will.
But yeah, we're going to do 75 birds at a time. And then
have we discussed at all what it looks like? Like, because we know that we bought the house and some acreage, but we're renting the rest.
I don't know what you're trying to get.
Have we talked about like how that works?
Not really, no.
Okay. So just the over and under of it is that the people who own the property, we have been able to work out with them that we don't pay $1 rent. We just feed them some food. And so it's helpful too to have, this isn't just for us, this is for part of people in our community. And then obviously adding to the fact that we're going to have a farm stand at the edge of the road and do a take what you need, leave what you can policy. And so doing things like processing our own stuff I don't know where I was going with that. It just flew out of my head.
Feeding people?
Yeah, I think is where it was trying to go, but it just completely walked out of my brain.
Yeah, as I said,
pick up where I left off because it just stopped.
With the chickens, I don't know if we'll necessarily give those away to people right now.
No, we're not. I don't know where I was going.
I don't either.
Sorry. Welcome to Mom.
Carol asked earlier about what the status of the chicken tractors were. So yeah, we had a nasty 70-mile-an-hour wind come through just before the chicken season started this last year. We built 3 Siskovich tractors, if you weren't aware. 2 of them got completely shattered. One of them flew over the house somehow and landed between the house and my truck. I don't know how it didn't hit either of them.
That's crazy.
So we were able to piece together so that we have 1 Siskovich tractor left. That's what our chickens are currently in. But this last year, we also had a huge mortality of the dark Cornish that we bought, because initially we had 3 chicken tractors for the amount of chickens we purchased, but we lost all but 2 of the dark Cornish, so that really dropped our numbers heavily.
Because we bought 25.
I don't remember how many
we bought 25 dark Cornish and 25 barred rocks.
Yeah, so then
and we were hoping that we'd have enough roosters to do a good mix, and then we could have the cross of meat birds that we want.
So,
but we have 8 barred rocks and 2 dark Cornish hens are all the hens that we have.
And now we don't have a rooster.
And we don't have any males. So, we've processed all the males.
With the chicken tractors, though, from the scrap pieces that were damaged, I was able to rebuild a modified Joel Salatin versus John Siskovich chicken tractor. It's the same dimensions as a Siskovich tractor, but it looks like a Salatin tractor. It is very lightweight for a chicken tractor, and it holds the same 33 birds as a Siskovich tractor. It just doesn't have the pitched roof. That somehow, I'm going to call it a miracle at this point, of the wind destroying it, has set up the perfect chicken tractor for our homestead. Mm-hmm. So the Siskovich tractor we still have, after this winter, I'm going to build them the Justin Rose Chickshaw, or you are with your co-op group, with your ladies. They're going to build the Chickshaw. After that's done, we're going to take the roof off of the Siskovich tractor, the A-frame part, because I put metal on the whole things, and I thought that was like the best idea I'd ever had. That could be more far from the truth. That was the worst idea I've ever had. That made those things so heavy.
And it was the aluminum.
Yeah, and they're aluminum. It's not steel. Like, it's lightweight aluminum.
Yeah.
But
they're hard to maneuver.
They are very hard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take the roof off of it, fix the metal, and make that a similar Salatin Siskovich style chicken tractor. I feel like I should just take the name of it. I mean, this is technically both of their ideas. I'm just taking it, making it my own. But I'm not going to do that, because I'm going to give them credit where their credit's due. They came up with those designs, and I've just modified it to fit our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So once I take that roof off, that will give me 2. But for 75 birds, I'm going to then build a 3rd chicken tractor of that same style. And that's what we'll roll with for the meat chickens. The laying hens will be with the cows. The meat chickens are going to take care of our worst pasture. And we're going to kind of rotate them like how we've always done.
Yeah.
That was kind of a long-winded answer on that. We'll do 75 birds. We'll have 3 chicken tractors. That'd be 25 birds per chicken tractor. That'd be more than enough room because they can hold up to 33. So that's kind of our game plan with the chicken tractors. Like I said, I was very devastated. I remember that day because I just re-edited that into your video. And I remember how devastated I felt when the chicken tractors were just tore apart. Like,
that was terrible.
Because like we had just finished them like 2 days before. And then we're like, we're supposed to get some wins, but it wasn't like.
And they were up against the tree line.
Yeah, they're up against the tree line.
They weren't even in the middle of a pasture or anything.
Like 40, 50 mile an hour winds what they were projecting, but it was over 70 and it flipped it. They about flipped us in the camper too.
We were sitting in the camper and we felt it rock. And Paul and I both looked at each other and we got the news on and we were like, okay, I think maybe, do we need to get out of here? And then at that point, it had died down.
Yeah,
and we were like, we weren't in bed asleep or anything. Like, we were like awake and aware, and we were like, do we need to? Because it was kind of cold out too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was still cold because the next
chilly.
day we were all in snow caps, and I was hanging drywall in here.
Yeah, because it's not like we could have like came in here and been like safe. We would have been in here safe and cold.
Yeah, but I always say now, I wish we would have had, was it the anemometer? The
Anemometer.
Wind. Thank you, that one. The wind device, because my phone when it was happening, I pulled it up and my phone said it was 70 miles an hour, but there's no way for sure
to know. Yeah,
because I do have an app on my phone for wind specifically, and it's usually very accurate.
It is very accurate, and our phones we have iPhones, and so just like the wind gauge on the Apple weather app is always low. Always low. If it says it's going to be 40 mile an hour winds, we're going to get 55
all the time.
Like that's what, and it's the gusts here get crazy.
Versus this one does a pretty good job especially with the wind coming off the mountains too.
Yeah, I mean it just sweeps right through.
Yeah.
So I can't read. Do we have any good comments? Any comments that need to be responded to? I just want to get to it before.
Carol asked another great question. Freezer space for 75 birds? Yes. And also about canning. I don't know about if you're going to can any or not. So when we were in Indiana and we had our farm to table business, we had 5 or 6 freezers at the time?
5.
And that was before we upgraded to the walk-in.
Yeah.
And then
I think it was 5.
But 2 of our freezers are the 6 or 7 foot long ones.
They're the biggest ones you can get are the 2 of them.
So we have 2 of those, and then they're only down to 3 freezers. We have those 2 and another one, and I don't know if the other one would work. It looks awful at this point. But I want to tell this story because this is a good one. Why
are they always about me?
Because you're always about everything. When we first started our farm in Indiana, the local Sears, yes, this has been a while. So this is like 2017. When I think we were getting ready to process our first 100 chickens.
And we weren't processing.
Yeah, we were taking them to a processor to potentially sell.
Yeah.
And we stopped at the Sears in town was going out of business. So we went, massive crowd. Everything's half off, whatever. And we walk in, there's 100 people in this little building. And we found this massive chest freezer. 6 or 7 feet long. It's huge. And it's only they're only asking $200 or $300, whatever it was. Don't even remember the price.
I don't remember.
Olivia opens it, and in front of all these people, I swear she could have screamed it.
She makes it sound like it was so loud.
She's like, you could fit 6 or 7 dead bodies in here, and then closes the lid. And everyone, that store went dead silent. You could hear a pin drop.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yes. Everyone's heads turned. Just snap.
Because they were thinking the same thing. I just was the one that said it out loud.
And all I could think is, that's the reference you decide? 6 or 7 dead bodies.
What did you want me to say? We're in the Midwest. You could fit 843 bushels of corn in this. What?
Is that even close to the right math?
Maybe. No, my dad might be watching.
I'd be like, Olivia, do you know how much a bushel of corn is? Might be disappointed.
Yeah, it's like.
Is it like 6 or 7 dead bodies worth?
Probably.
Who knows? This is getting off the rails.
Oh man. But anyway, yes, we have plenty of freezer space. So we have 2 really big freezers and 1 that maybe works. But we also have 2 freezers that don't work and the one that maybe doesn't work. All 3 of those have livestock feed in them. We've had a rodent issue this winter. And so these particular rodents decided to eat an entire 50-pound bag of hog feed.
I said these people knew that was going to happen when I put it on the pallet.
Yeah.
Someone commented and said you're going to get rats and they're going to destroy that feed. I don't even remember who would have been.
They did.
But yeah, when I saw that in the comment, I was like, yeah, they're probably not wrong.
Look,
but at the time, I was like, what am I going to do? And
we've dealt with mice before, but like
after they got into the feed, I was like, you know what? That third freezer is just sitting there doing nothing now. So and it may not work even. Like it looks very rough.
It is
like
rough.
It was one of our first freezers that I think we probably bought it at like a garage sale. And I was just like, you know what? This thing just sat empty. We're not using it. We have 2 other massive, nicer freezers to use.
Yep.
So why wouldn't I just throw the feed in here?
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
So we've got feed storage in some of them. But yes, we do have plenty of meat storage. So we're getting a pig back this year. And so we get 1 pig and
depending on how the chickens go.
Yeah. And like 50, no.
Be about 100.
Yeah, 100 chickens. So
as long as they live.
Yeah. So we have plenty of space for that. We won't have beef until next year.
Probably
next fall. Probably is when he'll be finished. But man, that calf looks really good. So we're oh man. We actually found his grandfather's genetics. And so we are going to be able to breed Hazel to his grandfather and hopefully get the same kind of calf because that does not look like that came out of a Jersey cow.
And I was really wanting to go Hereford, but
no way. We're going to go with his breed because that calf looks so good.
He does look really good.
Yeah. And then if you can get a deer, then we'll put some of that in our freezer. And so, even with all of that, we'll still have plenty of room.
We can put 6 or 7 dead bodies in it, so we should be able to put plenty of stuff in there.
So we're not putting dead bodies in it. Let's make sure
that's just one of the 2 freezers.
Clear.
So we could put like 12 or 14 dead bodies in our freezer.
Let's make it clear for the internet that is not what's happening.
I'm just saying. If that's the reference we're using to measure how much meat we could put in our freezer.
Okay, this is going too far.
Instead of just saying, oh yeah, we could probably put like 2 beef in that one freezer. Dead body.
Anywho.
It's a metric everybody knows. It's like inches, centimeters.
You still going?
I don't. What was in my coffee?
I don't know.
Just coffee.
Coffee and raw milk.
Yeah, coffee and raw milk. It's not getting better than that. Could drink that all day if it wouldn't hurt me.
Milk is good. Hazel finally kicked up a little bit of production.
A little bit. She like quadrupled production.
Tripled. She did about triple in a couple days. So I've been separating them during the day, but it's not until everybody kind of gets up and going. And because we homeschool and I'm not a morning person and neither is Lincoln, we usually don't completely get going until like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. And so that's about when I separate them. Well, I was getting like barely a gallon to 2 gallons. And I was like, what is going on? This is ridiculous. So I started separating them earlier and now I'm out there like 7 separating them. And now I'm getting like 3 gallons of milk a day. So
that's making a lot of butter before long, hopefully.
I do think I'm going to start separating it again. I got to get it in my frame of reference in my head on how I want to manage the milk that we have. Because right now we go through about a gallon a day. Depending on what we're doing. Lincoln had asked for ice cream yesterday, so we made some ice cream. We'll make hot chocolate sometimes too, so that takes extra. And I need to make some yogurt, so like that's gonna take some of it. Hot chocolate tonight? Mm-hmm. We don't have any chocolate. Maybe. Let me see.
I would go get chocolate.
You want hot chocolate tonight?
So
okay. Sydney, you want hot chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
All right, outnumbered 3-1. We'll make hot chocolate tonight.
I get 2 votes, so 4-1.
Anyway, we go through about a gallon a day, and then whatever is left, we give some to the landowners, and then a little bit goes to the chickens, and the rest goes to the pigs. And those pigs love that milk. And that's a big thing that we've really kind of focused in on as far as like a shoulda, coulda, would you when we started farming, but we're glad we know now, is that the dairy cow should be like the first thing on a homestead, and then she feeds the farm. And so, I mean, your nutrition is almost complete with raw milk. I mean, there are people who have lived on a raw milk diet for months. Not that I'm advising that, but just that it's, very nutritious. And so putting in the money to have a good dairy cow and to drink the raw milk, not just sets us up for good health, but then gives to our chickens. When I started giving it to the chickens, they immediately started laying again. They were like done for the winter, like close the door. We'll be back in the spring kind of sign. And the next day I had 4 eggs, and then I had 7, and then we had 10. And I forgot to collect eggs tonight. I just realized.
So there's gonna be 100 eggs out there again.
Well, they're laying in the hay bale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they found like a little notch in the hay bale, and they're laying in there, so it's full.
I was gonna say that's another funny thing with putting the cows and the chickens together is, I don't know if everyone has seen the post. It's been a few weeks now, but Buddy kept getting on top of the round bales.
Yeah.
And becoming king of the hill. And now the chickens are up there, and then like he gets mad that they're up there, so then he has to go back up there. And it's like, you guys are nuts.
They're hilarious.
Could be their own TV show.
But just saying that raw milk feeds the farm. And so going to the pigs, and then the pigs just grow better, and then it comes to us. And so like even when our family was here, they talked about like food waste. And I was like, no, nothing goes to waste here. Like all of our extra food goes to the pigs. It's going to feed us one way or another. Yeah. Right. And so that's kind of our point. Like we're not wasteful on purpose, but it also gives us a peace of mind that like, if my 3-year-old decides to go through 3 oranges in one day and only cuts them open to see what's inside of them, at least that orange will feed
That
him.
was oddly specific.
Am I salty about that? Yeah. They're good oranges. The Caracaras are in season, and they're not cheap, and they're good.
Really good.
They are really good. To have a nice, juicy, tasty orange in the middle of the winter is so nice.
It doesn't feel natural. But...
It probably isn't, but it's okay because it tastes good.
What do you think about the guy in Florida, the squeeze citrus guy?
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't save an orange for the rest of us. You just had one yourself. And you're like, this is the best orange I've ever had. It's like, I would have loved to have tried it.
I did do that.
I would have loved to have.
I did do that. We can go back. He's not far.
Not. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
It's like 12 hours.
No, he was in Georgia.
No, he wasn't. He was
over the state line.
No,
yes, he was. He was in Georgia.
No, he wasn't.
Pretty confident.
Hmm.
You know what's hard about us traveling the country for a year is that we have seen so many different places and we forget where they were. Like, I don't know how many times I've been like, oh, do you remember that one hike we went to where like the waterfall went over the trail and you like stuck your arm out? You remember that?
Yeah,
where was
that was New York.
Yeah, it was.
That was a state park in New York. I can't remember what state park.
And we were there for the 4th of July, right? Because we got to go to the other, like across the road from there and go to that lake. And the pebbles felt so cool on our feet.
I know what you're talking about.
That was in New York too. And we could watch the fireworks over the lake.
That was.
It was really pretty. What's that college there? It's an Ivy League college.
Oh, it's Cornell.
Yeah. We were there. The hikes there are beautiful. Oh, like even the other hike we had there where we had our lunch.
That was Ithaca.
Yeah. So pretty. Oh, I had no idea about New York State.
I was to say, I was just having this conversation with Vonnie the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Because I said that we about moved to New York.
We about did.
Between that and Vermont. And then Morgan Gold's wife talked us out of it.
she talked about how hard the winters can be mentally.
I'm obviously joking. She didn't like actually talk us out of it.
No, she loves it there.
She was, when we were at dinner with him, and she was like, you guys you'd have to find something to do in the winter. And I was like, I don't want to deal with the snow. So I'm out.
I'm good with the snow, but we are an outdoor family. Okay.
If your weight is hot, you should stand in it and see.
Okay.
He's making inventions. We are an outdoor family and we are a sunshine family.
Yeah.
I mean,
the bad weather today is killing everybody.
Yeah. I mean, the last 2 days are a testament to that, where like I'm a little lax from the TV in the wintertime, and the TV was on, but I went out to milk, and I was like in my head about like, oh man, the kids are inside watching TV, and I no joke stood up and they were playing at their playground, and I was like, oh no, the sun is out, these children are outside.
Yeah.
They're right where they want to be.
And then earlier today, I feel like I need to share this one because it was pretty funny, but Olivia went to go milk, I went to go feed pigs. And then I come back up and the barn door is open. I was like, well, that's weird. And then
Because it wasn't when you left.
Yes, it wasn't when I went down the hill. And I've been checking with our gilt to see if she's in heat. So I've been spending some time, just a few minutes every day, just kind of observing to see if she's in heat. And so I come back up, barn door's open. Thought that was weird. And then Sydney is hollering for me. She's over at the hose spigot on the side of the house. I was like, what is she yelling about? And she's out there in just a sweatshirt. That's it. And her helmet.
Underwear.
But
no pants.
But no pants. It's not warm. It's actively raining.
And her bicycle
In her
helmet.
bicycle helmet with her bike. And she's yelling at me that she needs to wash her bike because the tires got muddy. And I said, dear, it is raining out. And there's mud. You're not washing your bike right now. And she snapped at me and told me, yes, she was. So I hooked the hose up for her so she could wash her bike. She washed her bike. She washed her boots. And then she's like, all right, I'm all clean, Dad. It's like, okay. And she runs over and jumps in a mud puddle. And then goes, I'm ooey. I'm going inside. And I was like, that was an adventure. That was a roller coaster for me.
That is the life of a 3-year-old girl. Please don't scratch the floor. I know, as I'm doing it. Anywho, we got anything to catch up on?
There's been lots of good conversation about raw milk,
I
oranges.
definitely can't read it.
Do you need to get up there, Mima?
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
Why is it embarrassing?
It's so bad. I just need to get a new prescription.
That you do. That you do.
And I hate wearing glasses. I hate it because my eyelashes always hit it, and then they get dirty, and then they jump off me, and I'm moving around.
Sylvia asked earlier about our Indiana videos, and yes, they do all still exist. I hid them from the internet for a long time, so
we thought it confused the algorithm.
Yeah, so when we decided to sell everything and we moved to another city and lived on a friend's property, and we started doing the farm tours, I took them all down. I didn't delete them; I just hid them. Just
made them private.
Made them private, basically. Since we've been settled here, I think about this time last year, I put them all back up. They're on their own playlist in case you're curious. There is a whole playlist about our Indiana stuff. I will say those videos are different. We are obviously very new. Fun fact, if you are newer to our channel here, this is actually our second channel. Breaking New Roots is, we actually had one before. It was when we had our farm business and we were starting that whole operation up. I had the YouTube channel as our farm business. We had some incidents where people were showing up to our property. We decided we needed to have a name change. It also was tough because our farm name being our YouTube channel, our stuff was online because we had people come to our farm to pick up meat. And we had a business off of our farm. But, you know, people show up at your house uninvited. It kind of changes some things. So we decided to make a name change. Now, this is all the way back to when I was being a firefighter paramedic. We couldn't come up with like a good name for our channel. It took a while. And then one night, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm running on the ambulance and Breaking New Roots just hit me like a ton of bricks because it was like we're breaking our own new roots. We're breaking out of conventional farming. Like it fit what we were trying to do. And I came home 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning, absolutely fatigued. I went online to go change our name from our old farm name to Breaking New Roots. Wasn't paying attention to what I was doing and deleted that channel.
Because the save and the delete button
are right next to each other.
It was like rename and delete, and they were right next to each other.
And then YouTube and Google said there was nothing they could do about it. It was just gone. So we had to basically restart from zero with Breaking New Roots. And here we are now. But all those videos from that time to when we sold the farm are there. And they are tough to watch. I mean, we weren't very good at YouTube, I don't feel like, at that point. And also it's kind of hard to watch because we were both experiencing burnout and trying to do it all. Sydney, please stop. We were trying to do it all, and it's tough to watch our burnout, for me at least. So we
were trying to keep it going.
Yeah, we were trying to do all the things,
and we were trying to like just embrace the suck part of it, and just okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Sydney.
We were just trying to be positive about it and be like, this is hard, but it's temporary. Well, it wasn't temporary; it just continued to be hard, and so some of it is hard to watch because we're like, why didn't you just stop? Like, why didn't you just slow down?
It's like watching yourself go through a car accident. That's really how I kind of feel like watching those videos back and knowing what we know now. And then like the things that we know now, it is tough. It is like, I'm not trying to be negative about it because we've learned so much from that and learned from our experience. But it is, for me, if I go back and try and watch those videos, it's like watching watching myself in a car accident, which I know sounds very dramatic, but like I know where we were mentally, and obviously we're not trying to get back there, and we've taken a much more relaxed approach to life.
Yeah.
So that's a long answer of saying all of our videos are still on the internet from our old farm.
You are a storyteller by nature.
I don't know about that.
That's what I have to preface people when they ask me a question. I'm like, I'm a storyteller, so stay with me.
Yeah, we're gonna go on a roller coaster. Buckle up.
You got to come with all the emotions with me.
Yeah, that's so true. How do we ever get through breakfast?
We don't really. There's a reason why things linger.
Yeah. So we have a morning meeting. We each have our own notes and topics that we're going to talk about. That is very real.
That is real. That is our life. It's also about the only time of the day where we aren't completely interrupted by the kids too, right? Because we can't, we don't have like a bedtime schedule with the kids. We all kind of go to bed together. And so morning time is about the only time that all four of us are just kind of doing our own thing before we converge for the day.
Yeah. And then kind of all go do what we're going to do, talk about what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. So our morning meetings are good for our family. They are.
Speaking of, there's Vonnie. I was just talking about you, lady.
Hi, Vonnie.
Talking about how you almost got us to move there.
She tried hard.
She did. It was not hard to, besides the snow, I made it very clear. I'm not a snow person. I would not survive.
We would have a hard time in a climate like that. We would not seeing the sun. I even said
they
the other
see
day,
the sun. That's it's not like, Indiana.
No, but I did say the other day, I was like, good thing we don't live in like Ireland or something, because somewhere in England, I don't think.
Hopefully no one takes offense if they live in Ireland.
No offense at all taken. We are sun people. We thrive. Sydney straight up wakes up in the morning, looks out her window and goes, Mom, it's a sunny day. And she's done that since she was like 1.5.
Yeah.
She's just always done that. So, yeah, sun people for sure.
I've been saying too, Olivia said the other day, she's like, I just don't like how cold it's been lately. And obviously we're warmed up now, and this is when we were in a cold snap. I was like, well, we can move farther south, I guess.
No, I said that. Oh, yeah. And you said, I'm not moving anywhere.
I said, if I'm moving to Texas, and I ain't moving to Texas. That ain't happening.
I'm going to need mountains.
I feel like we could find some mountains.
Are you trying to say we're leaving this place?
Yeah,
we're not. Let's not put that precedent out there, because we're not. We love this place. We love the town that we're in. We're making friends. The kids are making friends.
I'm prepared to die here and go into that freezer.
You better stop putting stuff like that on the internet here.
That and 5 of my closest friends all fit in one.
You stop it. Gosh.
Just saying.
Oh, man. I don't know what else to catch up on here.
Well, it's been a busy few days just working on the cabin.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know what else is projected besides more cabin work, moving pigs because it's Sunday.
Yeah, it's pretty
Maybe working in the garden if it dries out, and I'd like to start the road project, which I haven't really talked about much. But the road down to the cabin, I may have mentioned it in a video. I can't remember if it got cut or not, but the road down to the cabin was never really a road. It's like what they used for logging, essentially, when they cleared it. It's just, the soil, essentially.
I think they may have tried to put rock down at some point, but it has since all
I don't
washed
think
away.
they've done.
And especially since Helene, you know, I don't know if you know much about the way water moves, but once it finds a way to move, it really moves the silt and the dirt and the rocks with it. And so that's what's happened.
Yeah.
So it's got a pretty big ditch going.
There's
in
a
it,
pretty
and
nice
it's
ditch that
fixed.
has formed, and then the ditch unfortunately goes into the road. So we need to basically keep it simple, and I'm gonna put big like stone down, and then kind of work driveway gravel in, and I don't know if ag lime or what the common term here for that is, but it's gonna be a slow process, and we'll see what the tractor can handle, because also I don't want to. It's a weird angle down to, and I don't want to go down super heavy and then put the tractor right into the pond. That wouldn't be good either.
No, that wouldn't.
So that might solve the hydraulic problem on the tractor if I just put it into the pond, but then I don't have the tractor. So
Yeah, let's not do that. The
Yeah.
tractor does need a little bit of work before that happens too.
Which
so.
is outside my realm, but I will figure it
In a
out.
conversation to be had, and we'll get fixed. But yeah, I think I think we've about covered it all.
We'll see what we actually get done over the next couple weeks, though.
Yeah, probably not much.
Probably not much, not with the cold.
Yeah, we're still. I feel like this is that when we start getting those false springs, this is when we start getting itchy, where we want to start planting everything in the garden and ordering chicks, and we just have to like stay course and just like sit still, like just sit down, be quiet, and wait.
I mean, picking genetics is kind of fun for the pigs and the cows.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
been kind of fun.
Have you ever ordered pig sires, for lack of a better word, on here? The names that they give these
the names are awesome. I don't know who
hilarious.
decides these names for these pigs, but that would be a job I would sign up for. Like, could you imagine?
Where is that magazine? And I was just gonna say a few.
I don't know what
Where
you
did
do with
go?
it. I know we still got the bull one.
Yeah,
but I don't
the bovine one, like the beef one, they have like legitimate names,
like tough names.
Yeah,
like Paul. Tough, manly names.
But where'd the pig one go?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think I threw it away.
I almost got to the point where I was like, I feel like I'm not trying to pick the pig on genetics. I'm trying to pick them on the most hilarious name. Like, and I was like, that's not a good reason to pick the pig genetics.
Like one of them was like dark chocolate. I liked that one.
I don't even remember.
I think I had a few pictures.
Or was it on your phone?
Maybe it was on my phone. I don't know. It's not worth looking at now, but it is funny. Oh, here it is, actually. Now I'm just curious.
Yeah.
If I can find it, that is because the kids.
Oh my goodness, you're never gonna find it on that.
There's one. New boot goofing. That was a good one.
I thought that was hilarious. Probably not picking them for the right reasons.
Some of them are inappropriate too. So like they're funny, but I'm not gonna say it on the internet. That's all I got.
I thought you had.
I thought I did too, but I guess not. Must have deleted them.
Yeah, I don't know how you apply for that job. If anyone knows, let me know. But well, we'll start wrapping it up. If you guys have tuned in late here, Olivia's way to contribute to social media is to continue to be a meemaw. She has her newsletter, which will have no consistency on when it'll go out.
And no consistency on topic.
Yeah, we have no idea. It's Thoughts by Olivia. I don't know if that's going to be the title or if I'm going to come up with my first name for like a pig is what your name of your newsletter is going to be. So we feel free to email us at breakingnewroots@gmail.com and you can put newsletter or you can just email us in general.
No, don't, because then it'll be hard to search through. That's why I was saying put in the subject
you
live
don't
stream.
even manage our email. I do.
Okay, fine. Whatever. Let Paul do it.
Come up with a great pig name. That would be even better. That would be even hilarious. But it will be completely free. Olivia is just going to basically manage an email list, blind copy everybody.
Let me address Vonnie's question right here. Do a Substack. I was on Substack. I tried to do our stuff on Substack, but Substack has turned into Facebook, and it peed me off, to be honest. The whole point of wanting to do a blog is to read people's articles. I don't care about your posts, But because I am a millennial and this is 2026, I get sucked into the post and I start doom scrolling, and I don't want any of that. I don't want any part of it. That's why I'm not on Facebook. That's why I'm not even on Pinterest anymore. I'm not on any social media. And so I straight up deleted the entire Substack account because I just could not find a way to do what I wanted to do on it. And I know when Substack made that change to give a newsfeed option, a lot of people were upset. But then because it's 2026 and this is the world that we live in, they just conformed, and I just can't do that. So that's why you only follow certain people. Feel that, and I did that too. But the newsfeed option, unless there was a settings I wasn't aware of, gives you people that you don't follow and wants you to follow them. And so it is just like a Facebook doom scroll, and that's just what I got caught into, and I don't want to do that anymore. So Mima over here is going to just do blind copy emails. And if that's what you want, great. And like I said, there might possibly be a physical mailed newsletter or something in the future. I don't know.
That'd be awesome.
But handwritten notes by Liv, I don't know.
I don't know about that. I don't think you're going to keep up with that. I can already feel the burnout on that. I've written 3 letters. I quit.
Well, I would probably copy it. I would write one and then write.
Oh, that makes sense.
I'm not doing originals.
I thought you were
writing.
This is
not 1736.
Start going like pre-Ben Franklin.
No, I'm not doing that.
Anyway, feel free to email us to get Olivia's thoughts. And I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. Next video will come out Mondays and Fridays. We're going to try and do these lives every other Friday and kind of keep up with what's going on the homestead. And we'll hold us right now. It's easy in the winter, but we'll try and make it through the summer, trying to make sure we keep doing this too. So,
yep. And maybe we'll send you a carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bonnie.
We appreciate you guys so much. We'll catch you on the next one.